G'day guys, I think it's finally time to talk about the machine guns. Due to the World at War mod, I think it's very important to know which MGs are better and what they're good at, because regular squads have been buffed by including the automatic rifle and making them a bit cheaper, so it's worth it. Regular squads are used, and this means MGs are used. Also, now that the 20mm are nerfed, MGs may be risked to be bought because in the default, usually 20mm is trump any sort of MG single bar usage. So I'll be going through the regular squad MGs first, and in another video I'll be going through more other squads. Also, firstly I'll just be going through each MG and what it looks like, what the stats are. Then I'll go through the total ratings with the spreadsheet and my calculations. So firstly, let's take a look at the MG for China. Go back to this UI. So the MG for China, it's a 30 bullet clip. One key thing to note, you probably won't know this without looking at the back end, is that there is a spread. It's a little bit more inaccurate. Also, you'll notice the Chinese MG is quite unique. It's the fastest MG to reload. So you can see 1.5 seconds to reload. Reload so quick, they've got fast hands. Otherwise, that's pretty much what makes them special. Excuse me. Then you have the Hungarian, what's the Hungarian MG? The plain looking grey uniform. It's MG13, used by the German army, I believe, put into service in 1930, but decommissioned, replaced by the MG42. They're using it though. 25 clip. Its rate of fire is pretty similar to most MGs. Ammunition 25, relatively low. The recharge time is the longest out of all MGs that you can see. Whopping 6 seconds to reload. And this is what sets them apart to make them a pretty bad MG. Moving on to the Italians. Thank you, Bernardo Belluzzi, for carrying this MG. Breda 30. Breda 30, similar rate of fire to the Chinese and Hungarian one. Standard. Ammo though is low, at 20. Its recharge time is 2.5 seconds, which is a bit more than the Chinese, but it's relatively fast for most MGs. Otherwise, nothing too miraculous about this, so feel free to form your guesses on what your best MG is while I'm doing this, or how they rate, as I'll be giving you the full stats later on. Excuse me, guys. This will be forever internally put up to YouTube to know that I was sick in 2016 April. So BAR, sorry. BAR, its rate of fire is a little bit more than your previous MGs we just looked at. Tiny bit more. Ammo is 20, which is quite low, so the clip needs to reload quite often. But its reload rate is 2.5 seconds, which is quite fast. Otherwise, there's nothing much else that sets apart this MG. Then you have the Bren, which is used by the British Commonwealth and England. Carried by the wonderful Indian guy who has a surname of Smith, not Gupta or I don't know. I can't remember Indian surnames. 29 clip. Rate of fire is a bit slower than all the MGs we just saw, but only a little bit. Those travel speed's quite fast compared to the other ones. Its travel speed is almost double, so it's faster to go through air for moving targets, and also slightly makes it more accurate. Its reload time is 2.5 seconds, which is relatively fast, as per other MGs. But we just saw there's a few of them like that. MG 3042, we've got the... well, that's a Finnish one. He walks funny. MG42... need I say more? Its rate of fire is double any of the MGs we just saw. It's super fast, and it's got a 50 clip, so you can say it's very good because it can dish out a lot of damage in the amount of time it's firing. Also, it has a lot of ammo in the clip, but its recharge time to reload each time is relatively long. It's 5 seconds, but not as long as the Hungarians one. Then you have the DP27. Where are you? DP27 for the Soviets. Did I put it down? No, I didn't put it down. Oh, I did too. Thank you. Vaslav Spilanov. Have the 47 clip. Rate of fire is relatively slow, a bit slower than your other MGs, but its clip is big, so it allows it to fire a lot while it's on the field. Its recharge time is quite slow though, at 5. But because of its large clip, it's a decent MG in my opinion. In France, we have Nicolas Bonaparte. I can't sorry for the horrible accents. What do you call this? FM29, FM2429. 25 clip. Rate of fire is a little bit more than your average MG, tiny bit. And then its travel speed is not too fast. Ammo is pretty bad. Recharge time, reload time is 4 seconds, so just a bit under the MG42 and the DP27. But not that great compared to the clip it has. Then you have the Type 99. 30 clip. Excuse me, sorry. Travel speed is faster than a lot of MGs, similar to the Bren, so it can hit moving targets probably a bit better, tiny bit. Ammo 30, so I'm a bit delirious with coughing, just can't think straight. What's next? We have the 2.5 recharge rate. Yep, sorry, it recharges quite fast, so you can see after shots, reloads 2.5 seconds, back in action, so it's amongst the top reloaders. Then you have the finish, the Lati 26. So its rate of fire is relatively slow. It's actually the slowest rate of fire out of all machine guns. The travel speed's fast. It's the fastest travel speed. But the clip is small, though it does have a little bit of an accuracy boost compared to the other MGs. So it can shoot a bit more accurate. Also, the the recharge time is quite quick. So it's suffering a few things, but good at some other things. Other than that, there's a few hidden stats here and there with, I guess, the burst, which, like, if the AI fires, you'll see MG42 fire a long time. Whereas if you see someone fire the AI fire the Lati MG, it's fired in really quick bursts. So I'm not going to take that into account into this. It's just a bit too hard to judge what is what in terms of what that's worth. So anyway, back here's the stats. Okay, so here are the stats. So remember, this is based on statistics, but weighted by me based on my opinion on what is important to make a good MG and its performance in the game. So yeah, it's my opinion. So here is the standard MG lists with the stats I think make up the weighting of what is important. So the regular MGs only, the recharge time is negatively affecting the MG score. So you can see the second last MG13, the Han regulars, they've got the slow recharge and reload a long time. Next up is the MG42 and DP27. The quickest reload is the last one, which is Chinese ZB26MG. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The yellow is the accuracy, which affects the Chinese negatively. They're a bit less accurate. The Finnish do have a little bit of a boost because they are a bit more accurate. They've got this special stat. So ammunition has a huge effect on the weighting of the MG. In the grey bar, you can see the MG42 is the largest. Then the DP27 coming in next. Then for the other end of the spectrum, you have the Latis, the BAR, the Bretters, all having low ammunition counts, which affects the score quite a bit. Rate of fire, which is a big boost as well. MG42 wins outright with that, double pretty much everything, rate of fire. And with its high ammunition clip, it will do a lot of damage on the field, even though its reload time is quite long. So the rate of fire, the lowest rate of fire, what's the other end? We got the Bren has the slowest rate of fire. And travel speed, it doesn't affect it too much, but you can see that the Russian MG and the German MG are pretty high with the Lati and the Bren. Okay, so this is the total rating for MGs. MG42 at the top, DP27 next. The next in line is actually the Japanese MG, which is interesting. Then you have the Bren MG from UK and British Commonwealth. Then you have next the Lati Fin Regular, followed by the Chinese. Then you have the France, pretty even to the BAR of USA Regulars coming next, and Italians coming second last. And finally, the worst MG is the MG13 from Hungary, which is actually a revelation. I must admit I made a mistake in the balancing, I think, which I will correct in the pricing of the MG in a future patch to be at least the same as the Brens or BARs at 45 MP, or even less. We'll see how that goes. We'll just have a look at it in more detail. So there you go. Pause it if you like. That is my rating, and it's an opinion based on stats. So lastly, just a list of the numbers of the MGs and the ratings in a table. Remember, this is based on the back-end numbers, and it is weighted on my opinion on what I think should make a good MG. So let me know if you think I made a mistake, or also what your opinions are on what MG you like the best. Yeah, I hope it was interesting. Excuse me for my cough, and I'll see you around. Feel free to check out the rifle and SMG ones, which I think were done a lot better since I was healthy then. Anyway guys, enjoy. See yous.